Hi guys, and welcome to episode 2 of U Squad Stars. Thank you so much for all the feedback that you guys have been giving on this new series. It's absolutely awesome. It's great to see some new subscribers, new people in the comments and stuff like that. It's basically the whole reason, why I've done it, not only to get more interaction with people out there, but, keeps my mind active and stops me dealing with, obviously, the pain that I'm in, 24/7 and stuff like that. But enough of my disabilities and stuff. Let's get on with what we're doing. Right, Trevor got in touch. Trevor's been a long-term commenter and stuff on all my videos, and he said that he wanted his hair to be a bit longer. I found that hairstyle. I don't know if that's better for you. If not, I'm trying to get you guys to be happy, as best as I can. So I've gone with that. We've also got some new players and stuff like that have got in touch and want to be in the game. But this is it. I won't be able to add any more players just yet. It's taken up quite a time to get everything sorted and stuff like that. So I'm afraid I'm just going to have to draw a line under that just for now. I mean, that's what obviously the rules stated anyway. Once we get the first game going in the league, which will happen in this episode, then I'm cutting it on the because otherwise I'll just keep doing all that all the time and won't be able to progress with getting to know some of these characters and stuff like that. Now, I just want to reiterate, okay? If your player happens to get affected by some of the scenarios at the end of the episode, if you happen to not fit in with the play style of the team and stuff like that, you will get sold, I'm afraid. So don't think just because you're in the game you're sticking around forever. You might be turning around and become the next Messi or the next Ronaldo. You might be one of those players, but I'm just pre-warning you that there's a possibility that you might not be here, but you might have to move on, and who knows, in the future you might do better at another club and then we might be able to buy you back. So it's not all doom and gloom, but I just want to get that out there straight off the bat so you're all aware of that. Right, I'm just going to go through some of the other players that got in touch with me and wanted to be in the game. We've got Arnas, and I'm going to butcher your surname here, Tamasunas. Probably got that completely wrong, from Lithuania. Got in touch with me via Facebook. Thank you so much. He's in the comments and stuff, guys. I'll just remember his name in the comments if you want to check him out. It is hold on, I'll go back. So many comments, I'm not used to having all these amount of comments, so this is just where is his name? Where is it? It's Broomerd, BROOMERD. So if you check him out in the chat, guys, that's his name, Arnas Tamasunas. Again, sorry if I got your name wrong. I will probably end up calling you Arnas or Tamo as it carries on. It's the same with Haider Zaradine. I'm not sure if I got that completely right, but we'll go with sort of as it. Just bear with me. I'm sorry, I do apologise. But anyway, where are we? I need to get that screen back up. Okay. Who else did I end up adding? I think there was someone else. There was Jake Warren. Just got in just before I was about to call it quits on it, before obviously recording this. But Jake Warren's got in. This is the first time he's going to be seeing his character. I've given him a ponytail. He's English. He said he was English. He's gone with his height and stuff. I'll just give you a quick look. He's 6'4". Man, he's a big guy. It says 171 pounds there, but when you go into the team selection, it says 172, because obviously it's in kilograms. That's the best that I can get it to, so I hope you don't mind with that. He's not too bad. He's a central defender. You can play him in centre midfield as well. He's got medium work rate on the attack, and he's got high defensive work rate. 4-star weak foot, it's not bad, and 3-star skill moves. Again, all these things might change depending on how things happen within the scenario and stuff like that. So that is a possibility. I'm just going to make sure that I've not missed anyone. I'm just going to go down here, and I do apologise if I have missed anyone. No, I think we're all sorted. Right, okay. We are into the semi-finals, guys, in the pre-season tournament. This is the team that is going to go up against, what were they called again? Brom something, I don't know how you say this name, Bromapajidkana. Yeah, we're just going to go up against Brom. in the semi-finals. Grimsby and St. Pat's are in the other semi-finals. So this will be in, the final will be in, and then the first game of the actual league season will be in today's episode. I also asked you guys about whether I do a player of the episode, get the top 3 players from the episode, and do a poll at the end of it, and then you guys can vote on it to see who player of the episode is, and then he might get like a bonus depending on dice rolls and stuff like that. We'll see how that works out. I've also, thank you so much to you guys for getting in touch with regards to scouts and where you want the scouts to go. Not had an overall sort of definitive thing. We've had suggestions for different places like the Bahamas, Wales, United States. Well, the United States is already in it, so I'm kind of like I'm happy with that, but I'm kind of like we're looking at maybe places that we hadn't been before. So again, do I send my scouts out this episode? Do I leave it till Monday, give you guys the weekend to think about it? I think that's what I'll do. I'm not going to send the other 2 scouts out just yet. They've gone. One's gone to Qatar in case you missed the first episode, but the other 2 we will leave until Monday's episode. Gives you a chance then to go with the options of voting. What I will do is there's might be 2 polls might go up at the end of this. I'm not entirely sure on this. I'll see how I feel at the end of it regarding where the scouts go, and we'll see how that sort of pans out. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've probably forgotten to mention. There's going to be quite a lot of things that I mentioned because, like I said, I've got new people commenting, and I do want to try and make sure that I please everyone in regards to that. But anyway, let's crack on. I don't want to make this episode as long as what the last one was, because the last one was more explaining what was going on and stuff like that. That was the other thing. Forgot. Regarding we did dice roll, didn't we? And it was Sam Holton that got the bonus. He was a +1 on all his mental attributes, wasn't it? Well, I just want to prove to you that I've done that. As you can see, I don't want to point his crotch area, but yeah, there he is. I've made sure he's got all +1 on his mental stats due to the dice roll from the last episode. So just letting you know that I will fulfill what is happening, guys, regarding the rules to this series. Right, we have only also, that's good English. This is the only player that is an actual Cambridge United player that's left at the club, and there has been a bid put in for him. I'm hoping that he goes, because I've been able to release all the other players, because using the cheat engine in FIFA you can only release 2 players per season. With the cheat engine I can nullify that and just release them all, and it doesn't cost me anything either. It's all 0, bang, done, they're all gone. So I've just left Norville because there's a transfer bid. If the transfer bid doesn't come through and he doesn't accept, then I'll just release him and then he's gone, and then we just stick with all the proper players that should be here. We know that Alan picked up an injury. It was only a 5-day injury, as far as I can. Yeah, he's better in 2 days' time, so he might make the final, he might not. But yeah, we could do with maybe another right back. We've only got 2 at the club, which is not brilliant. Let's crack on then, and we will take on Brom. That's all I'm going to say. It is back in a mo with the game. Right, I've actually checked out Bromma Podjakana, and they're actually from Sweden. So they're a Swedish side. And if there's any people from Sweden that are watching, you could probably put that in the comments of how I should say that phonetically, but then again, we're not going to probably play them again. It's not a bad side, to be honest, when you look at it, and compared to obviously our side are struggling in regards to overall. So this could be a tough match, and whether we do get to the final, and maybe was preempting things of getting us there. If we don't get to the final, then I can get 2 games in the league. So either way, you're going to get 3 games, guys. So that's how it's going to pan out. But anyway, let's see how we get on. Okay, so Dean Dublin has picked his side, ready to strike against this Swedish team that's managed to get themselves to the semi-final. Got a few new players on show just to have a look and see what they're like. Some of them on the bench as well that can come on. Big Walton there in goal. And Pember I was impressed with in goal. In defence, impressed with him. There is Arnas, as we can see. Right, so let's get these sides off and running. Here we go. Cambridge. Here's Richardson. Had a good game so far. Ballington the captain. Again, that might be something that you guys can decide on, whether we think that Ballington's done well as a captain. Here is Arnas with his first touch. It's Arnas that's calling for it. Arnas is going to play this in with a chance to Awazi. What can Awazi do? Going to play this across. Chance. Oh, just couldn't get the ball out of his feet to get the shot away, but it's gone back to Awazi. It's done well. It's going to try some little skills here to get round the back here. Drag it backside. And you get a cross in. It's sort of got deflection, but it's not going to fall nicely for the Cambridge strike force there that was going forward. Richardson knocks it forward. Haugen, his first touch, it's not his best, you know, it just lets him down a little bit. It's a good ball from Arnos. What a ball that is. Awazi's in. Can he find someone in the box? It's going to fall. Oh, there's a couple of air shots from Haugen and Richardson. They both went for it and it just didn't fall to either of them, unfortunately. It was a great ball through from Arnos, and Awazi did well to get in behind, but unfortunately it just didn't find a striker. It's a good spin. Get the head on this. No. Go on, what a save from Walton. Keep it in. No. What a save. The big man. That's when 6'5". He used all of those 6'5" inches. Oh, great one-handed save. Well done, Walton. Right, we're going to bring 3 players, or should I say Dion Dublin's going to bring 3 players on here. Mahoney's going to come on, Trevor's going to come on up front for Haugen. Just found that Haugen, he was doing alright, but it just, I don't know, something about him wasn't working. Holton, who got the upgrade, is going to come on. Green's going to come on. I was impressed with him in the first episode for Arnos, because Arnos is tiring. That's the downside with these young players. They have really poor stamina. So, into Richardson. Lay this off. It's Warren. What's his shooting like? His shooting is brilliant. Oh! Wow. Wow, the big man. There he is on his debut. What a strike. That didn't even seem to like have... when I hit it, it didn't seem as though this was destined. It just felt like a really weird hit. But did it take a deflection? I'm not entirely sure. But wow, as this took a deflection, it has took. I thought it did. It took a deflection off, but it's still Warren's goal. Like, well done. What a debut. Look at him. Yes, big Jake Warren there, doing well. What a strike. Luckily, there was a little deflection, but still, well done. Right, here's Trevor. Gets it back to Richardson. Can he get this through to Batrich? Chance. It's 2. He had to hold off the challenge. And Cambridge now look like they've got 1 foot in the final. Trevor played it through to Richardson. Richardson just seen the run of Batrich, and it was just a sort of a... He just had a little bit more on the sprint, and then he just held off the challenge just as they were coming in there, and he's finished it well. Well done, Batrich. He's took the captain's armband with Bellington going off, obviously, and that's the captain's performance there with that one. So it's a nice move. Trevor goes for it. Oh, I think he scuffed that a little bit. Gave the keeper the eyes, but went the wrong way himself. I think he got himself confused, and that wasn't the best of shots. But they're going to make a final change. We're going to just stick as it is. Like, there's no need to change anything. Ref, there we go. Well done. What a performance. That puts us into the final, I would say, against Grimsby, and they'll want to get one back over us, definitely, but we know we have already beaten them in this tournament. Yeah, much the better side, as you can see from the stats. Richardson has picked up man of the match. Good performances from Batrick. Warren played well. We've got, who else? Yeah, I mean, Bernstein and Greentree, the 2 fullbacks, they were good as well. There was that one-handed save from Walton that early on that, you know, could have gone a different way, couldn't it? But yeah, good performance from the lads. Tricky. Oldham can be a tricky sort of side. We've got Sheffield United in the Carabao Cup. That's going to be a tough game, most definitely. But yeah, Oldham is the first game in the League 2. Right then, I'll be back in just a moment. Right, so here are the 2 lineups going into this one. As you can see, there's been some changes from Dion Dublin. He's decided to give Danger Gerbil a go in goal. Johansson's come in alongside Mpemba at the back. We've got the midfield partnership of Bellington and Arnas Tamasunias is going to stay as it is. Richardson also going to stay. Wright's come in on the right, and then Zeradine has come in on the left, and Mahoney is up front just because he felt a little bit better to control with. His first touch seems a little bit better. His shooting was maybe slightly off, but regarding like Haugen and stuff like that, I'm probably happy with this formation, but I'm sure Dion Dublin might change it around, and we can maybe even play a 4-4-2 with maybe playing Mahoney and Haugen up front at some point. We'll see how that goes, but at the moment this formation seems to be working. Let's see if they can lift their first bit of silverware under the new manager Dion Dublin. Okay, so as the two teams prepare to come out, they've already met in this competition. In the group stage, it was a 1-0 victory for Cambridge. Grimsby will be looking to obviously right that wrong, but can Cambridge get the double over them? That's the trophy they're playing for. Can they lift it, or will Grimsby have the last laugh? Here's Wolford. Can we get ahead on it? Oh no, but Gerbil says thank you, I'll have that. Bit dramatic, but it doesn't matter, it's in his hands, and that's the main thing. Right, Greentree, go down the line here. Brings in Zeradine. It's a chance here for Richardson. Can he hold him off? No, he just hasn't got the strength to hold off Dean there. Richardson, the playmaker in the middle there. Here's Bellington, nice spins from him. Can he get a good ball through here? It's Mahoney, he's going to go from the edge of the box, but he's hit Whitmore right in the face. And Umpemba is there, he's getting caught, he needs help. And there's a chance here, and Rose, but he got no power on the header. And Gerbil just lets that drift wide. Wait for Fox to come, and he's got in, but Mpemba intercepts, and that's half time. Again, it's very similar to a game against the Swedish side in the fact that we edged it a little bit, but weren't able to get that breakthrough. Right, I've had to bring Warren on to replace Bellington, because Bellington doesn't seem to have the stamina to last a full game, especially when it's a bit more high tempo. So I'm thinking that Bellington might not be the captain, because he's not able to keep. That's a great chance, Richardson. Oh, that's superb. Well, I'm sorry I got interrupted by the quick start from the second half, but what I was, Trevor Mahoney played the ball through, and Richardson slides into it, and he's finished that superbly. But what I was trying to say was, if Bellington can't last a full game, then he's not going to be captain material, I don't think, until his stamina comes up. So I'll have to look at some of the other players in the side, see if anyone's got the attributes to maybe make the keeper should have done better there. It's hit right at his shoulder pretty much. I love that. Well done, Richardson. That's how it is. It's a great ball again from Shows becoming sort of more of the playmaker here. Right now, goes to try and pick someone out. Oh, couldn't get the head on it. It's called him back to right. He's played it to the edge of the box. Arnas goes for a finesse, hits someone. It goes for Richardson, but he slashes at it, and it goes over. Wow. Played forward. Here's Mahoney again, like I say, and he's got Zeradine through. Has he got the pace? Has he got the strength? Oh, he has, but it's a good save from McEwen. It's bit back in from right. Is it going to fall? No. Wow. He's got Zeradine looking for it. Can he whip this back in? He's changed feet. It's fallen. Oh, it's a poor touch from right. It just hit him right sort of here, and he just couldn't control it. It's Mason. It's Green. It's Patrick. It's a save from McEwen again. Wow. Zeradine is really tired now. He's going to use maybe some skills to go back here to Greentree. Can he get a ball in? It's a great ball in. Chance. Oh, it's going to fall to Green. Hits it. Oh, it's hit the bar. And Zeradine went with a weird header, but don't know what happened there. Well, I can't believe that. Keeper just stood in no man's land. It just hit the bar. It's going to come across, and Mpemba will get this, and he will whack this down the field. And is that hopefully Trevor? Can he get this? And it's there. Cambridge have done it. Another 1-0 victory over Grimsby. A tough fought battle. We could have maybe made it 2-3. There was efforts and chances to do so, but it's Richardson's goal. A couple of good saves from the Grimsby keeper, but at the end of the day they will lift the trophy, and it's actually going to be Green who's got the armband, because obviously Bellington's gone off. I think it went to Arnas then. I think Arnas picked up the armband, and then eventually it went to Green, but he nearly totally won it with that goal attempt at the end. But there goes the lads. Boom. There we are. Well done to them. Trevor might get man of the match for this because I think he might get a couple of assists on this. I'm not sure, but well done. Yeah, it's Trevor's going to get man of the match. As you can see, Cambridge dominant. We got possession equal, but as for Grimsby, they just didn't threaten. And Trevor does get man of the match, and it's going to have to be for those assists because he just played them through nicely. Zaradine getting a good result with 8.1. Who else played well? Richardson gets 7.8, even though he got the winning goal. But player of the episode, I suppose Trevor would be up there at the moment, as one of the players of the episode. You'd have to say probably Richardson would be up there as well. But we'll see. We've got one more game left to play. We'll see what happens in this one. And this one is actually proper game, you know. This is not pre-season. It's going to be for the real thing, you know, the real challenge of getting out of League 2. That is going to be the challenge. Let's crack on and get on to the game against Oldham. Right, so before we get into the Oldham game, we've had our first scout report back from Qatar. He's found 3 players. As you can see, they're all white. Well done, EA. Don't worry, I can change the ethnicity to make it PC correct, you know what I mean? And I don't mean PC as in personal computer, do you know what I mean? I mean politically correct. So yeah, we've got these 3 guys coming back, but I can't actually take any of them on because the squad is at sort of like full capacity and stuff like that. So this guy here looks like a good player in the fact that he can play in all those different positions and stuff like that, and he's got the potential. Forget the potentials, don't really look at that, anything like that, you know what I mean? But he's a possibility. But what I'll do is I'll just like let the scout continue to scout them for the next month, and we'll see what they look like then. But we will see how that goes. But I just wanted to quickly show you that, guys, that it is working and they are coming back from where I sent them to. It's not just me saying it, the game just proved it for you. So there we go. Right, let's go take on Oldham. Okay, so here are the 2 lineups. The Cambridge one is what Dion Dublin has decided to go with, and as you can see, Arnus has been given the captain's armband because it was, you know, when it automatically just gives one. So we'll see if he's going to be captain's material, because Bellington with his stamina is just not lasting. So Dion has decided that he's going to have to sit this one out. The rest of the players are the ones that have performed the best throughout the pre-season tournament. It might be controversial, yes. Some of you might think no, that player should be in, that player, fine, go for it in the comments. You decide on stuff like that, you know what I mean? I'm willing to listen to what you've got to say, but it's Dion that I will pass that information on to. So we've got Walton in goal, Johansson or Jonasson, and then Umpemba as the 2 centre backs. You've got Greentree, Bernstein. Warren, I think, did really well, not just because he scored that goal, but I just think he's got a bit about him. He's a big lad and stuff like that, and I think he'll give protection for Arnus and gives Arnus the chance to link up with Richardson more. Patrick started out on the left, but I think Zaradine is better on that side, so Zaradine's going to stay on that side and Patrick's going to, but they can possibly switch, and Trevor has got the nod just for the man of the match performance last time out as well, and he just feels better to play with. It's not because he's, you know, long-term friend or anything like that. Going on to Oldham, as you can see, much better players, so this is going to be a struggle in our first game, but we are at home and hopefully the crowd can get behind us. So let's see how we get on. So a lot of pressure on these youngsters. The crowd have been aware in the programme. The match programme has basically said that due to financial restraints and stuff like that they can only rely on the youth squad. But this youth squad has done well in pre-season. They've already won a tournament and got themselves a trophy. So the club, you know, financially are apologetic, but they said, you know, that they hope that these lads will do the club proud. Dion Dublin has done a fantastic job in pre-season to win that trophy. Let's see what he can do in League 2. Here we go. Warren tried to get the head on this, not able to. Trevor's trying to get there. It's a bit of a clash between him and the centre-back there. Doofus now has got his forward. Here's somebody, I can't say his name, right, Jonasson. Here's Umpemba. This is a much, I can always feel straight away this feels a lot tougher than what the pre-season games were like. Oldham are coming right at us and not giving us a lot of time on the ball. So it's going to be tough. Arnus, oh, that's a weak pass. His short passing needs to improve. Well, even that's long passing, I'd say, but that definitely needs to improve. That was terrible. Right, Greentree. Here's Arnus now. Richardson inside. Nice. Arnus now goes out here to find Patrick. Oh, and Patrick has turned inside. He's done well. He's getting challenged. He tried to pick out a couple of the players on the edge of the box, but wasn't able to. It was good strength there from the full-back to keep him honest. What can he do from here? He finds Richardson. Richardson finds Arnus. Got a good turn of pace as Arnus. He's probably one of the faster players we've got in the side. Can he get this? It's a great ball through. It's Zeradine. What can he do? Is he overrun it? No, he's pulled it back. Can he pick someone out? It's a chance. Oh, and Hunt had to get there because Patrick was coming in, and that could have been 1-0 Cambridge. But unfortunately, Hunt was there. Right, corner ball now. We haven't got any of our bigger players in there. We'd like Warren to be in there, but he's not in there. Chance for Patrick. There it is. The first goal in the League 2 season under Dion Dublin is scored by Patrick. Well done. He's a crowd favourite already. Look at this. Great ball in from Zeradine at the corner. And, oh, that's a great header. Great header. See it again. Just comes off the defender, I think, as well. It's actually... Oh, it's gone down as an own goal. Oh, you've got to be kidding. How's that an own goal? That was going in. They're giving it as an own goal, so Patrick is not going to be credited with it, so he's not the first Cambridge player to score. That's a shame. Okay, 2 changes Dion Dublin has decided to make. Haugen is going to come on for Trevor up top. And Egby is going to come in for Warren, and it's purely just because of stamina. So Dennis Egby is going to come on, and so is Haugen going to come on. Here is Egby. You can recognise him from his blonde, sort of semi-mohawk. There he is, like, you know, so you will sort of recognise him. Here's Zeradine now. Places across. Arnus is running onto this. Oh, again. Eyes lit up. Saw the prize. Didn't strike it, though, well enough. I mean, he struck... Oh, it's actually come off... Does that come off... It come off one of our Cambridge's players there. I'm not sure it was running across. Was it Haugen running across? And it... Hunt. It's chipped in. It's a chance, but it's gone straight to Walton, and that should be the final whistle. And it is. It's a great start for Dion's side. They get the 1-0 victory. It was a hard-fought battle. It most certainly was. So as you can see, we didn't... Cambridge didn't have that many. We had the possession, but not that many of the shots. Oldham maybe feel a bit aggrieved on that one, but you know, you've got to hit the back of the net, haven't you, at the end of the day. Reach, Patrick has picked up man of the match. And who else has had a good performance? Well, it's only really him that sort of stood out in that game. Right. That's how I've made him look now. I hope that you are happy with how you look, Zeradine. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but I think that sort of face looks a lot better than the one that you had previously. Right, anyway, I'm taking too long messing about. Right, okay, so it's look at the dice. Maybe put some fanfare in, I don't know, like, you know what I mean. Right, it's 33 players, a roll of dice 6, and the first 11 is 1 to 2, so you know what it is if you've watched the episode before. If you haven't, basically there's a decision that's going to be made scenario at the end of this, and I have to idea what that scenario is. So it is going to be number 4, as you can see right there. There's my finger, there it is. Right, so it is a number 4, and that means it's the second bunch of 11. You're not going to see them because I've decided, like, that's what 1, 2, 3, yeah, from them. Right, so we get die 12. This is the die 12 with the number 12 on it, as you can see right there. And we'll roll this now to see. And it is... move it into the middle so you can see it a little bit better. Number 2. It's Toby Green that is number 2. So Toby Green will get the scenario. Right, I can move the look of the dice thing now because it's Toby Green that's going to get it. And it is... Oh, number 1. It is. Okay, so scenario number 1 is... Toby Green was caught late for training. Oh dear. He will miss the next match but gain +1 to all his physical stats due to extra drills. Oh, okay. So he can't play in the next match, so I can't pick him for the next game, but he will gain a +1 to all his physical stats. So it's pretty much of a plus, really, because you know, he gets to rest, doesn't he? Like, but yeah, that's so. If you can come up with any kind of scenarios, they can even be funny ones. I don't mind. You know what I mean? Don't have all swear words and stuff in them. Like, you know what I mean? It's not about that. Like, but if they can be funny, I don't mind. You know what I mean? I'll like peruse any of them that you come up with, and yeah, then I can add them to the list. You know what I mean? We can have 40, 60, whatever. You know what I mean? I can roll the die 20, you know, and do it that way. It's not a problem. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Like I've said already, I will take this off now, get rid of that. Thank you so much, guys, for, like I say, for tuning in and stuff, and I'll catch you on the next episode, which will be on Monday. Yeah, so have a good weekend, and yeah, I'll catch you on Monday. Please go to the poll. I'm going to put 3 players up that I think deserve to be player of the episode. You vote on those 3 players, and whichever one wins will get a +5 bonus to one of the stats depending on the dice roll. That's how I'm going to do it that's how we'll get it through. Yeah, take it easy, guys. I'll catch you next time. Dave from Mumongu Gaming signing off. Cheers.